Are you stepping into the world of property rentals? Congratulations! Owning a rental property is an exciting opportunity, but there's a lot more to it than just collecting rent. Success comes down to preparation, smart strategies, and having the right connections. In this video, I'll share 3 essential tips that every new landlord in Orlando should know to set themselves up for success. Let's get started. Hi, I'm David Weber with State Property Management. We've helped hundreds of landlords like you navigate the ins and outs of property management here in Orlando. As both a property manager and an investor, I understand the challenges and opportunities that come with owning rental properties. My goal is to help you succeed. So let's dive in. Okay, tip number 1, property maintenance. You want to protect your biggest asset. And one of the most important things you can do as a landlord is stay on top of property maintenance. Your rental property is a major investment, and keeping it in top shape is key to protecting its value and keeping your tenants happy. A well-maintained property attracts quality tenants, reduces costly repairs, and ensures long-term success. Regular inspections are a must, no question. Staying proactive with inspections is crucial. There are 3 main types you should focus on. Number 1, move-in inspections. Before a tenant moves in, thoroughly document the condition of your property. Take detailed photos and notes. This protects you when it's time for them to move out because there's clear proof of the property's condition at the start of the lease. If damage occurs, there's no debate. It's all documented. You want to remember to do mid-lease inspections. Checking in during the lease term helps you catch issues early. You might discover unauthorized pets, leaks under sinks, or expired smoke detectors, things tenants may not report but could lead to bigger problems. A mid-lease inspection doesn't have to feel intrusive. Frame it as a routine check to ensure everything is working properly for them. Move-out inspections. This is your final chance to assess the property before returning the security deposit. Having those move-in photos and notes will help you fairly determine if any deductions are necessary. Build a network of trusted vendors. Having reliable, licensed, and insured vendors is essential. You may ask why? Because when something goes wrong, you need professionals you can trust. If an AC capacitor goes out, a good vendor will charge you $150 to $200 for the repair, not try to sell you a brand new system when it's not needed. If an insurance claim ever arises due to a repair issue, your insurer will ask if a licensed professional did the work. If not, it could cost you big time. Building relationships with honest and dependable vendors, plumbers, AC techs, electricians, handyman, this ensures you're getting fair pricing and quality work. Having that good relationship is so important. You don't want to forget routine maintenance, small fixes that prevent big problems. Staying on top of routine maintenance helps prevent major breakdowns and costly emergency repairs. Regular upkeep not only extends the life of your property systems, but also keeps it looking great and functioning properly. Some key areas you want to focus on include exterior painting and pressure washing. In Florida, the weather damage is incredible. It's so harsh on the surfaces, but doing regular painting and pressure washing helps protect surfaces from weather damage, prevents mold buildup, and keeps the property looking fresh. Kitchen and bathroom caulking. You want to recaulk around the sinks, tubs, and countertops to prevent water damage and mold growth. Your HVAC systems. You want to ensure tenants regularly change the AC filters and pour bleach or vinegar down the AC drain lines. Your gutters. You want to make sure they're cleaned. This prevents water buildup that can lead to roof or foundation damage. Plumbing checks. You want to inspect for leaks under sinks and around the toilets to catch small issues before they turn into expensive water damage. Always remember, happy tenants equals a protected investment. Maintenance isn't just about protecting your property, it's also about keeping your tenants happy. One of the biggest complaints tenants have is unresolved maintenance issues. But by addressing problems promptly, you create a positive rental experience for those tenants, which means your tenants will stay longer, you'll have less turnover, less vacancy, your property will stay in great condition, and you'll build a strong reputation as a landlord. At the end of the day, A well-maintained property is a valuable asset, and so are happy and long-term tenants. Stay proactive, build strong vendor relationships, and prioritize maintenance, and you will see your rental business thrive. Okay, let's go on to tip number 2, financial management. The goal is simple: to maximize your income and minimize your costs. But to do that successfully, you need to set the right rental price. You need to budget wisely and track your expenses. Now let's talk about setting the right rental price. Knowing your market's rental rates can be a game changer, but one of the biggest mistakes landlords make is overpricing their property, thinking they could test the market at a higher rate. But here's what really happens. If your rental price is too high, your property sits on the market longer. The longer it sits, the more money you lose on vacancy. Tenants are savvy. They research rental prices and know when a property is overpriced. For example, if the market rate for your property is $1,800 per month, but you list it at $2,100, that extra $300 difference could keep it vacant for 6 months. If it takes you an extra 6 weeks to rent, that's $2,700 in lost income, far more than you would have gained by pricing it correctly from the start. Instead of overpricing, use the market to your advantage. Position your rental competitively and even slightly under similar listings to attract tenants quickly and reduce vacancy time. You want to budget for expenses. Proper budgeting ensures you are financially prepared for both routine and unexpected costs. There's 2 main types of expenses to plan for. Number 1 is operating expenses. These are your day-to-day costs to keep the property running. Items like maintenance and repairs, utilities, if they're included in the rent, landscaping, pest control, general upkeep. A common rule of thumb for single-family rentals is to set aside 1% of the property's purchase price each year to cover maintenance and upkeep costs. For multi-family properties, it's a little different. Operating expenses typically range from 35 to 40% of rental income, depending on the property's age and condition. Capital expenses. These are another type of expense, commonly called CapEx. These are your big-ticket, long-term investments, like roof replacement, HVAC systems, water heaters. There's so many items such as exterior painting and structural repairs. These big-ticket items are CapEx. Every major system in your property has a lifespan. If your AC unit is 10 years into a 20-year lifespan, it's time to start budgeting for that future expense. Treating CapEx as an expected cost rather than a surprise helps you avoid financial strain when a major repair is needed. You want to track your expenses and work with an accountant. Good financial management isn't just about making money, it's about keeping your finances organized. Keeping track of all income and expenses throughout the year makes tax season so much smoother. Don't be a shoebox bookkeeper. Don't throw everything in the shoebox. Keep it organized for yourself. Maintain detailed records of maintenance, repairs, and upgrades. Categorize expenses correctly so you can claim deductions. Consider working with an accountant to handle tax filings, depreciation, and ensure you're maximizing write-offs. Even if you manage your own finances, a good accountant can save you money and help you stay compliant with tax laws. Bottom line, by pricing your rental correctly, budgeting for expenses, and keeping track of all financial records, you'll set yourself up for long-term success as a landlord. A well-managed property doesn't just generate income, it protects your investment for years to come. Finally, let's talk about legal preparedness. As a landlord, understanding the legal side of property management isn't optional, it's essential. From tenant-landlord laws to fair housing regulations and liability protection, being informed now can save you from major headaches and financial risks down the road. Make sure you know your landlord, tenant, and fair housing laws. Landlord-tenant laws vary by state and local jurisdiction, so it's crucial to know the rules where your property is located. These laws cover everything from lease agreements and security deposits, tenant rights and responsibilities, eviction proceedings, legal notices. Everything is covered. On a federal level, fair housing laws dictate how you handle applications, screenings, and tenant selection. These regulations protect renters from discrimination and outline who you can and cannot deny based on factors like race, religion, disability, and family status. If you don't follow these laws correctly, you risk lawsuits, fines, and major legal trouble. So take the time to understand them. And when in doubt, consult a professional. Having an experienced real estate attorney on hand for guidance is one of the best ways to protect yourself. How you own your rental property matters for liability protection. Many investors hold their properties in an LLC or trust to shield personal assets in case of a lawsuit. While I'm not an attorney, I always recommend landlords speak with both an attorney and an accountant to determine the best ownership structure for their situation. You also want to get the right insurance coverage. Property insurance is non-negotiable. In Florida, we've seen major shifts in the insurance market, but if you're renting out a property, landlord insurance is a must. At a minimum, you should consider property coverage. This protects against damages from fire, storms, or other disasters. You want liability insurance. This covers you if a tenant or guest gets injured on your property. $1 million liability policy is typically recommended. Loss of rental income coverage. This helps cover lost rent if your property becomes uninhabitable due to a covered event. A good insurance broker can help you find the right policy for your rental. So be upfront with them about how your property is being used. My final thoughts. By understanding your legal responsibilities, structuring your ownership properly, and securing the right insurance, you can protect yourself, your investment, and your financial future. Taking these steps now will give you peace of mind and help you avoid costly legal pitfalls down the road. By the way, we work with new landlords like you all the time, helping you navigate everything from vendor management to routine maintenance. If you're feeling overwhelmed or just want expert support, that's exactly what we specialize in at State Property Management. We're here to make your landlord journey easier, so feel free to reach out anytime. We'd love to help. Let's quickly recap the 3 key tips every new landlord should know. Number 1, property maintenance. Stay proactive with regular inspections. Build a network of trusted vendors and keep up with routine maintenance to protect your investment and keep your tenants happy. Number 2, financial management. Set the right rental price, budget for both operating and capital expenses, and keep your finances organized to maximize your income and minimize unexpected costs. Number 3, legal preparedness. Know your landlord tenant and fair housing laws. Consider the right ownership structure for liability protection and secure proper insurance to safeguard yourself and your property. So remember, by following these 3 tips, you'll set yourself up for long-term success as a landlord. Managing rental property is a rewarding journey, but it comes with its challenges. If you have any questions or need expert guidance, drop them in the comments below or reach out to us at State Property Management. We're here to help. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with other new landlords. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.